raise your awareness. Very, very important principle. Because this is dealing with change. If we want to change something, change an action, change behavior, change the way we think, it means doing something differently from how we're doing now. So we need to understand, well, what am I doing now? I have to have awareness of the way I'm behaving or the way I'm thinking. So let's go back a little bit. Where do these beliefs, these values, these thoughts come from? Well, most of these things are learned behaviors and learned beliefs, which we learn predominantly up until about the age of 7. So they're heavily influenced by our parents or maybe some of our early teachers. You know, have you ever heard yourself, you got kids and all of a sudden you say something to one of your kids and it comes straight out of your mouth and you immediately think, I can't believe I just said that. That's what my parents used to say to me, and you always swore you were never going to do the same thing for your own kids. That's because these beliefs are so entrenched and they become absolutely automatic. In fact, sometimes we don't even realize that they're actually there. That's why it's so hard to change if you don't even realize the way you're operating. So let me backtrack a few years. I'm in Melbourne with Lynn. We're going across a busy highway, probably 3 lanes either side. We're just talking about stuff. And I said to her this, I said, you know what? I get really frustrated when people don't listen to me. And she said, Craig, she said, we listen, we just don't agree with you. Now, apparently then, my jaw dropped to the ground and I'm like standing in the middle of 3 lanes of traffic because I had this foreign thought go, what do you mean you don't agree with me? See, in my mind, when I said people don't listen, what I meant was they don't do what I asked them to do. That's about my beliefs and my values. So my awareness was immediately changed that day when she said, oh, we listen, we just don't agree with you. And I'm now thinking, oh, that's interesting. I need to then operate differently now. Because obviously people may not necessarily agree with what I think or the way I'm doing things. Awareness, okay? So often when we change habits, let's say change some bad habits, it's because we have awareness. Maybe we go to the doctor and the doctor says, Craig, you can't keep eating that or you can't keep drinking that because this is what's going to happen. And I go, okay, I need to change because I've now got awareness of something different. So we need to unpack so many of our existing thoughts, our views of the world, what they call a paradigm, and understand how do we think about these things? What is my thoughts on this? What are my thoughts on the other? And then once I know what they are, I then ask the next most important question, which is, how are they working for me? Do I want to keep those thoughts? Do I want to keep that behavior? Or am I looking for something different? But it all starts with raising your awareness. Change raises your awareness. If you're not aware of how you're operating right now, you cannot change.